Hello everyone, welcome back to another Genshin Impact recreation. Today we're throwing it back to a classic Stir Fried Filet, a simple recipe from Liyue. This dish requires 1 meat and 1 Jueyun Chili and will revive 1 character when consumed. Seems simple enough. Before I begin, a reminder that I have recreated other Genshin dishes. Check out my other videos and consider subscribing for more. Written recipe is down below, but without further ado, let's begin. First up is the meat. Now, it is stated in the name that the cut of meat used is most likely a fillet, but honestly, most cuts of beef would work here, and fillets in this economy? I'm trying to save some money here. So I'm using an eye of round because it was on sale. Trim off any excess fat or silver skin, then section the cut into more manageable pieces. Slice the beef thinly, but not too thin where it looks like thin shavings. We want succulent pieces that can be easily picked up. After all of the beef has been sliced, place the beef into a bowl and add oyster sauce and cornstarch. Thoroughly mix together to ensure all of the beef is coated, and then let it marinate for at least an hour covered to ensure the cornstarch seeps into the beef. While the beef is marinating, we can cut the vegetables and the aromatics. Take some green onion and section into about a finger's length pieces. Then for each section, slice the green onion in half to create a flat shape. For the red pepper, I have to make the assumption that the red pepper is what the Jueyun Chili is used for, but I've never seen Asian chili peppers that are as large as the ones we see in the image. So instead, I'm using small red bell peppers. Don't worry, we will be using a different type of pepper later in the recipe. First, take a thick slice from a red bell pepper and set aside for the garnish piece. For the peppers we intend to cook, cut off the top, remove the seeds, then cut the pepper in half and then into thick slices. Remove any pith, and if you really care about visual accuracy, remove the tips so the shape is more rectangular. Moving on to the sauce that we'll be stir frying the beef in, start with oyster sauce, soy sauce, black pepper, MSG, and a bit of orange juice. Combine thoroughly and set aside. In a large pan, preheat oil and deep fry the beef. And the cornstarch that has seeped into the beef will help it crisp up and get those crunchy bits. Only deep fry for a minute or so, as we're not trying to fully cook the beef in this step. Drain any excess oil from the beef and set aside. Now I'm sorry I don't own a wok, as I would barely use one if I did, but if you own a wok, use it here. On medium-high heat, add oil and then minced garlic and minced chili. This is where I believe the Jueyun Chili would better serve their purpose in the flavor aspect. After sauteing for 15 to 30 seconds, add the beef and red peppers and saute in the fragrance oil for a minute. Then pour in the sauce and continue to stir fry for another few minutes until the sauce is thickened and begins to envelop around the beef and peppers. Finally, turn off the heat and then add the sliced green onions and quickly stir fry using residual heat. And that's all there is to it to the stir fried filet. Plate the food onto a plate or a shallow bowl and then garnish with that thick slice of red bell pepper from earlier. Delicious, savory, and not really spicy, but has that slight hint of heat and the lovely fragrance of chilies. This would best be enjoyed with a bowl of rice. Let me know your thoughts and if there's anything else you'd like to see me make from Genshin. But as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.